Oh, not the old school moves, though. Not the
I
old
know.
school moves.
It's a celebration, bitches.
It's a celebrate.
It's a
Drum
celebrate.
roll, please. We are back.
We're black at it again.
Black at it again for another not so private conversation. This time for our first not so private conversation of the new year. It is a celebration. 2021 is here. We made it. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Woo. We took a couple weeks off for some personal time.
We did.
But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather around because your favorite LDBs are back.
Welcome back, LDBs. So excited. It's a new year, even though the only thing that changed is the number. So, I'm kind of on the fence about that. But I'm still feeling a sense of new and a sense of cleansing. So, like a sense of refreshment. So,
I honestly, yes, I low-key feel like we beat the last level of Jumanji.
Yeah.
But now I feel like we are skipping from Jumanji and now we got to go and beat Bowser. For all of my gamers. I'm an old school gamer. So Mario, like
like Bowser.
I feel like 2021 got Bowser waiting for us. So we're going to see. But we have a lot to be thankful for. We have a lot to celebrate. And we have a lot of new conversations to tackle. But we won't do too much too soon. I feel like we are feeling, light and airy. We got to ease into 2021 because 2020 was so funky.
Yeah.
It's natural to feel a little skeptical. We got to see how 2021 acts first before we, like give it its props because it could pull a okey doke on us.
You got to dip your toe in.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to share that. And then today happened. So we're recording this on the 6th of January. And child, all hell broke loose in Washington, D.C. today at the nation's capital.
I was going to ask you that. Like, did you see the news today? What is wrong with these people?
This is what you get when white people have their little temper tantrums.
It's the sense of entitlement for me.
You get terrorism. So suck it up, you racist. You lost. You lost. And that you can't overturn an election that you flat out lost. And not only did you lose it, see, I said I wasn't going to do this today. I said I wasn't going to do this today.
Do it, because I have questions. Not
only did you lose it, but the people that your president appointed, the judges that your president appointed, not only did y'all lose, they rejected every single lawsuit that him and his team brought to the courts. Not only that, but y'all just lost 2 very important Senate seats. We gave a major shout out to Stacey Abrams a few months ago, and I'm going to do it again because
Stacey.
Revenge is a dish best served blue. Thank you, Georgia, for showing out because we needed you. And the tides are turning.
I was worried for a second, but it wasn't because a lot of times people show out for the presidential election, but that's pretty much it. So that was my biggest worry, is that people were going to be like, oh, well, I voted my one time every 4 years and I'm good. So I don't have anything else to vote for. But
now we see the importance. You see the importance of every single election. Stacey Abrams is an American hero. I said it once. I'll say it again. I'll say it for the rest of my life. She put democracy on her back, and the United States does not deserve her.
They don't. And shout out to Leslie Jones. Leslie Jones has been like keeping up with everything political on her Instagram, posting debates, posting like conferences, like everything. And she's been using her voice to speak out. And I don't know, it's just Leslie really been out there. She really been out there. I've been seeing you, girl. Look, hope you hear this. Hope you hear this, LDB. But I have a question. What made white people think that they can storm the Capitol?
You know, I don't want to go too far into it, but I do believe that today was planned. This was not some let's get together and see what we can pull off. No, this was very planned.
Like, I was so confused. You know what it reminded me of? I think it was last year or the year before last when all those people were talking about storming Area 51. And I was like, they're going to blow those people up. They really think that they can storm our military base and like nothing's going to happen to them? Like nothing's going to happen. So
the audacity, the caucasity.
I don't know what they thought was going to happen. Like, of course, you never wish anything bad on someone, but it's like, man, they out here shooting black people for no fucking reason. What makes you think that you just going to be able to storm the Capitol and nothing's going to happen?
The caucasity. And the president is rallying them, which is why
what he calls very special.
He loves them. Trash pickup is in a couple of weeks, people. Just hold on. We almost home. Like he is about to be out.
Don't give up yet. We almost
there. Hold on. Change is coming. That's all I can say. But we did want to start off the year on the right foot. Want to share a little bit of positivity. Hashtag wise words for 2021. This entire conversation is going to be dedicated to hashtag wise words. So all the wise words will be given today. Is you ready?
Okay.
So I was just thinking, we want to start off on the right foot. We want to send all the positive vibes and, all that good stuff. So just some tips, some things to remember, some mottos to live by, whatever you want to call it. Hashtag wise words for the new year. So my first one is something you told me yesterday. My first hashtag wise words is set boundaries.
I did say that, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. And I thought about it and I was like, she right. As I was thinking, I was like, okay, how do I set boundaries? Where do I need to set boundaries? With whom do I need to set boundaries with? And so I said I would be committed to being more clear and direct about what I want, what I don't want, as well as what I will accept and what I will not accept. And I am going to honor my boundaries. I am going to stand firm on them. And you can either get with it or you could get lost. That's me.
Now, have you thought about how you're going to approach it if someone doesn't honor your boundaries or don't understand it, or they take your boundaries as they kind of go on the defense, or they get offended by your boundaries?
So just like I want to be committed to being clear and direct about what I want and don't want, I'm going to be very clear and direct in my communication of my boundaries up front. So I transfer that responsibility onto you, or I transfer that decision onto you. You know where I stand. You can choose to accept it or not, and then I'll deal with it accordingly. But my goal is to be the person who initiates the boundary setting.
Right.
Thanks to you.
I'm all down for that. As you know, I'm great at giving advice, just bad at taking it. So just like you are setting boundaries, I also need to set boundaries. And I was going to say cheers to that, but I see that you're already sipping on your martini. So I'm just going to sip on mine back.
Clink, clink,
head
because we
start.
didn't clink at first.
Mm-hmm.
Another one I was thinking about, given the state of affairs in this crazy world today, I was thinking a lot about time, and I was thinking about how we feel like we're always so pressed for time, or we feel like we're wasting time, or we feel like we have time.
Right.
Hashtag wise words. No more waiting for tomorrow. Seize the moment. And it sounds cliche, but you really do have to seize opportunities when they present themselves and not let life pass you by. Because if you wait around, you're taking that opportunity for granted as if it's going to come back around.
That's so
and
true.
Life doesn't wait for us.
It's also true.
So we gotta grab life by the horns. We gotta make life do what it do.
It's that statement. Although, yes, I would love to grab life by the horns. It's like a struggle to balance.
It is a struggle.
Mm-hmm. Like taking every opportunity that you can, like not taking an opportunity for granted and seizing any opportunity that you can, versus like balancing it with your mental health and not letting a timeline control you.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's just kind of hard to kind of find something in the middle of that.
You do have to have your checks and balances, and you do have to have a level of like awareness and discernment. That's really important. You got to be able to figure out what's for you, what's not for you, and then make decisions based on that. So it does take, like I said, awareness. It takes emotional maturity, emotional awareness, emotional intelligence, all that stuff. But if something is as clear as day, you got to be ready to jump on it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us, we're waiting for the perfect opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be ready, basically. We always say, stay ready. So you ain't got to get ready.
Right. I guess I have wise words, but yeah, I guess you can call them wise words. I would say they're lessons that I learned in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the lessons that I learned in 2020 are basically things we talk about anyways. So like being kind to yourself.
Yeah.
Like talk to yourself like you would talk to like little Jeanne, little Mia. Or like you would talk to your friend who may also be going through the same situation. So that is something that I definitely worked on in 2020. I feel like I got a lot better, maybe because I had more time to ponder on it this year than any other year, because for 4 months I wasn't doing anything but sitting at home.
Right. A lot of introspection happened in those quarantine months.
Oh yeah, because when you working a lot, it's easy to turn that off. Always working, always thinking about things you have to do. You're so busy. So
Yep.
Everything shut down. It was like, oh, now I actually have to work on these, and I have no excuses that I can make. No legitimate excuses, at least, that I can make. So that worked out for the better. Hopefully that in 2021 I can put it into practice, especially because I wouldn't say things are back to normal. Of course, COVID is still alive and well. In
all
case
the way out here
are like the numbers are a little bit higher than they were when it first went up, spiked. So, but it seems like the places where we stay, the states we stay in, are trying to operate as normal and forcing us into situations that we have to operate like everything is normal. So, I guess it'll be a test on me, like you actually putting forth steps and telling myself and forgiving myself if I do go off the rails because of course it's the new year, so you're setting like a lot of intentions now.
Mm-hmm.
And I know me, and I know like as soon as I mess up, it's like,
yeah, we're our own worst critics. Yeah, sometimes we can be harder on ourselves than other people are. On us. So yeah, you do have to be kind to yourself.
Definitely
treat you like you would treat your friend, or like you would want to be treated. Yeah. Here's another hashtag wise words for the new year. No more wearing ourselves thin or spreading ourselves too thin.
Oh, good one.
We're overworking. We are jumping through hoops, and we're putting rest on the back burner because things have to be done right now.
Right.
Well, guess what? Something is going to have to wait.
Yeah. But that's part of setting boundaries.
So
you're already like working on that. So
that is a part of setting boundaries. Something is going to have to wait. I need my rest. I need a minute to decompress. I'm not going to feel sorry for taking me time because we all need me time. Don't let anybody make you feel bad for taking time for yourself.
I love me time. And
it's my favorite.
Yeah, like I like to be by myself, and I like it a lot. And because I like it so much, I crave it a lot. And when I don't have it, I start getting like really stressed out and short-tempered. So and then when I do get me time, when I tell you I maximize it to the fullest, like I lock myself away. Like, don't call me, my phone, I'm going to let it die. And I'm going to answer it until tomorrow. And I'm just probably going to watch Netflix all day and surf the internet and do some shopping. And that's pretty
do what
much
I want to do. Spend my time how I want to spend my time without anybody's critiques or judgment or anything like that.
But now, like, honestly, now I want to do me time like I used to do me time. I find myself wanting that more, which is things that me and you used to like enjoy doing alone. Like, remember we used to go to the bar by ourselves? And like, remember we used to go to the movies by ourselves?
Pre-pandemic. Oh, that was my escape. Going to the movies by myself was my thing.
I remember there were times when we would both be at the bar by ourselves, and then we would just be on the phone drinking martinis at two different bars in two different states. Like, I miss.
We were doing like virtual dates before. Was
oh my God, I never thought about it like that. We've been doing this.
Long distance besties we was making it work. That's funny.
So it's just things like that I miss, but we still can't really do things like, I mean, technically I can, but I don't really want to because, people are treating this like it's nothing. When I went to the gas station a few hours ago, there were so many people who were in the store with a mask, but the mask down. I waited for all those people to leave out before I even walked
in. What's the point of wearing the mask if you
exactly. I said maybe I should get close to these people and just start coughing and see how they feel.
They would rebuke you.
Forget them. I rebuked them.
My next hashtag wise words is one that it sounds good, but it's actually kind of difficult. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Embrace change. Now, this one is absolutely for me. Embracing change.
I'm not gonna say that is for me for sure.
I don't dislike change, but I find myself having a hard time accepting change in certain instances. But when I thought about it, it came to mind, a phrase came to mind, and it said, trust the new journey. Or trust new journeys, right? So you, me, our LDBs, our families, our friends, everybody's on a journey. Some of us, our journeys are going down different paths, and that's okay. So we're starting new jobs, we're starting families, we're relocating, just, starting new endeavors. And it actually is an amazing thing. We're forging new paths, and a lot of people are embracing it. So I don't want to be one of those people who I'm not embracing the change. I'm not trusting this new journey that I'm on. So it's like, yeah, embrace change.
See, I wasn't thinking about it that way.
That one I have to sit with that one for a minute. I do have to sit with that one for a minute, but I'm gonna get it.
So you mean when it comes to opportunities, like things like that?
It could be anything, I guess.
It could be anything. See, when I thought about it, I was thinking more, I find myself lately like more just turned off to like new foreign things. So let's say, I don't know, like a new software or like a new social media site. Yes. Or like something like that. Yes. And I always say, and I always said, like, man, I don't want to be one of those people where I get to a certain age and it's just like, oh, I don't want to do that. And then the next thing you know, it's 10 years down the line, I don't even know how to use a laptop because I'm so closed off to learning anything new, because everything in my day was the best. Right. And when my parents said the exact same thing. And
exactly. And now we're teaching them how to like do online banking and teaching them how to use Facebook and do stuff that we think is simple. They think it's hard. We don't want to be those people.
Yeah, I don't want to be that person. I just like, I'm not saying like I want to be like in my 40s acting like I'm in my 20s, but I want to be in the know-how. And I don't want what's normal around me to be my normal, because when I think about me and I think about my future, I don't see me as this middle-aged person who don't know how to do anything for myself. I see myself as somebody like up with the up and up.
Yeah, I'm on the
for
up
the
and
most part.
I'm abreast of like new technology.
Yeah, I keep myself educated. Yeah. So I just don't let the world pass me by. I don't want to be one of those people.
I mean, we are adaptable creatures, so we should be adapting with the times. That doesn't mean we need to compromise who we are. It just means, we continue to get better as time goes on. So LDBs, hopefully that's something that you can relate to. We can't be out here talking small. We can't be playing small. Right. We are on to bigger and better things constantly.
Exactly.
Another hashtag wise words I was thinking about is this. If somebody threatens your peace of mind and makes you feel bad about yourself, I got 2 words for you. Walk away.
Those wasn't the 2 words I was thinking. Not at all.
I mean that I mean that the way Jeanne means it, and I mean it more than just physically. Like, walk away from them, from the situation, let it go, do whatever you need to do to protect your peace, because nothing is worth sacrificing your inner peace for. If getting older and going through different life situations has not taught you that, are you even paying attention? Like, nothing is worth your inner peace. If somebody or some situation threatens your inner peace, whether it's a person, whether it's a job, or just whatever situation you find yourself in, walk away. Or, do what Jeanne says do.
Ghost them.
I mean, you are the queen of ghosting.
Ghost them are the first words that I can't say.
Right. I'm sure, like, LDBs, you have an imagination.
Yeah. With 2 words.
With an F? Second word starts with an O.
I'm glad we're on the same wave.
Pisces, that's what we do.
Yeah. You know, in 2020,
protect
to
your
say,
inner peace.
You think during a pandemic you wouldn't really have to worry about protecting your inner peace? Because I feel like that's what everyone would be focusing on, because there's nothing else to do but to reflect. Like, I feel like if you are a person who wants to grow and learn more about yourself, that's what you did with your time. I mean, and I know that some people, that it was hard and pushed them into a deep depression. Like I definitely am understanding about that, but I'm mainly talking about the people who are pretty much the perpetrators who disrupt other people's peace. And in 2020, I had to go through that. I went through that with someone, and I mean, I just had to get to the point where I finally just cut them off. And it was hard, but at the same time, it just, and knowing me, like, it's going to be hard for me because I'm just that type of person. I just like to keep relationships for the most part. I don't like to see any relationship that I have fade out. But you know, I've been fine, so it hasn't killed me. So
the panty has made us
right. I feel like it was a good first step.
Relationships out, and it is what it is.
I feel like it was a good first step because the type of relationship is like one of the hardest. You can set boundaries and like put a hard limit on. So I feel like anything after this is gonna just be a piece of cake.
Yeah, like protecting my peace has been, it's just been like, oh, let's bring this back to center. This is my focus. I am in touch, in tune. And if you ain't with it, again, you can kick rocks. You can get lost. I'm at peace with that.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, the last one I wanted to share was hashtag wise words. You will make mistakes. Mistakes are inevitable. It's going to happen. But here's the thing about mistakes. Let them guide you. Don't let them define you. You are more than your mistakes. Use those mistakes as an opportunity to grow. Yes, we've heard this time and time again. It sounds cliche, but cliches are cliches for a reason. There is some truth to these things. Who are you? What are you if you continue to relive your mistakes? Grow from those mistakes. The thing about making a decision and that decision being a mistake is that you can always make another decision. You can always change. So, learn from your mistakes. You are not your mistakes. You're going to make mistakes, but you're better than that. You can keep moving forward. I make mistakes every day. Well, do I?
Girl.
Yes, I make mistakes every day, but I don't let my mistakes define me.
All these things are great. All these things are great in practice, but like they're so easier said than done. It's just
they are.
I think we've had this conversation.
That's the disclaimer. It sounds great. Again, cliches are cliches for a reason. All this stuff sounds great. These are hashtag wise words. These are things that we need to hold on to, but they are fantastic in theory. They are sometimes difficult in application. It's hard to walk this stuff out sometimes. It is. But that's why we are in the practice of doing it.
Yeah.
We doing it.
True. And we've had conversations where I've said to you, why is it so hard to do the things that we know would make us better? Like, why is that so difficult? Like, we know that it would make us better. Are we just so conditioned to like living shitty and like grasping for the bare minimum that when we actually have to work towards something positive, it's like, no, I can't do it. I'm too scared. But yet we're still stuck in like this barrel, just like with crabs just trying to grasp and get above it. I don't know.
Hey,
I don't understand it. I don't understand the psychology
to be said
of it
about
all.
that mind change. When that mind finally shifts over, it's like, okay, remember when we talked probably months back when we talked about how we give ourselves those pep talks, how our inner person is like our inner home girl.
Shaquila, yes.
That's when inner home girl pops in and is like, sis, come on now. You've been BSing for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Let's get it together.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things where like 2021 is the perfect opportunity. I'm not always like the new year, new me. It's new year, same me. I'm just
that's so me.
I am evolving. I'm trying to work on the parts of me that need to be worked on.
Same old ain't shit me. Same old.
Hey, I am self-aware enough to know that I still got some parts of me that ain't shit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But I'm working on it. We're always working on it. And so
girl, wait, hold on. I almost threw my phone when I saw that meme of that girl stepping with the backpack on. The same meme that you see. I was like,
one every year.
So we bringing this into 2021? Really? Yes. This is what we're doing? This is what we're doing?
Go nig. That's what they do. Do you have any other wise words you want to add for our LDBs to start the new year off right?
No, not really. I just want to say that looking at 2021 like a reset, although we all know that, nothing changed but the day.
Right.
So, but it's good. It's also good to look at it like that. I also think it's therapeutic because maybe it gives your mind a reset too. And
I think that's the most important
thing.
When your mind changes, everything else.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I feel like moving forward in 2021, if you look at it that way, you'll be able to see it more positively. And when you think about how we survived 2020, like
welcome to the jungle. That's all I think about when I think about
that's a good song.
I literally think about that's what I think about when I think about 2020. Like, we survived, y'all.
We really did.
Straight
it was like Lord of the Flies up in 2020. Jeez.
Worst of the worst. Like, we really survived it.
But that's pretty much it, guys. Like, we survived. It's a new year. We doing this. Clink, clink.
If 2020 didn't teach y'all nothing, then, what can I say? Buckle up, because you in for another ride. You see what's happening in the world? We only 6 days in.
God. 6 days in.
On that bullshit.
But... Bruh. 6 days in and niggas bum rushing them. Like, they say, what is happening?
Y'all better buckle up and stop playing.
This is where we live in the ghetto.
The ghetto. Like,
they was really on some gang shit.
They mad. Like, for real. It's probably a lot of stuff. Like, there's a lot of external stuff that we cannot control. A lot of stuff we are going to have to sit back and watch. But there are going to be some things that we can definitely put our energy and our efforts towards. The first thing you need to be putting your energy and effort towards is you, right? So all of these hashtag wise words are for you. They're for me. They're for Jeanne. They're for whoever is listening. Start there and then branch out. Because like we keep saying, if the previous year has not shown you anything, it has literally shown you that anything is possible. From the very best to the absolute very gutter but worst. Anything is possible. Take that how you want. But you need to stay ready. So you ain't got to get ready. So you not caught sleeping on the job.
We literally survived like a end of the world movie.
Bruh, 2 hurricanes. 50 million people dying. We're still in the panty. Like a pandemic is still out here. People are still catching COVID. There's a vaccine and people are still catching COVID. They said at the rate that the vaccine is being distributed now, it's going to be another 10 whole years before.
Girl, I almost spit out my martini.
Who got time for that?
What?
Bruh, life is crazy. Y'all, look. Focus, man. Get it together.
Like, it really don't make sense. Like, the logistics of it all.
None of it.
It's just not making any sense. Okay, so you have countries like New Zealand who has, like, no cases and who can move on.
They are, for all
like, nothing's
back to
yeah.
For the most
and then,
part, right?
So, but they want to give us this fuck-ass vaccine out here and tell us that in 10 years, we should be fine instead of closing down. Like, we still have time to do the right thing for everyone. I mean, it's going to cause
to do the right thing in the beginning, in the middle.
Right.
And where are we? Are we at the end? No. No, we ain't at the end. We still smack dab in the middle of this. Numbers are still...
Girl, it's probably still the beginning.
Climbing.
Honestly, this is probably
what has changed other than y'all got tired of being locked down, and now we're putting people back to school, we're putting people back to work, we're opening up bars, and y'all are noticing, like, matter of fact,
these people going clubbing.
Yesterday, bruh, Houston acts like there is no COVID. Everything is open. Yesterday, they finally rolled back just down to 50%. So bars and stuff have to close, restaurants have to close, and they're only allowed 50% of
capacity.
50% capacity.
That's what they said out here, but that's definitely not what's happening at all.
It's a joke. It is a joke. And then just turn on CNN. Just turn on CNN and you'll see. You will see. Like, I don't have nothing else because there's so much going on. Facebook, I logged onto Facebook today to post a little status because I want to be, funny. Mm-hmm. And I counted every single post was about what is happening in DC right now.
Girl,
every single post.
So I have the Washington Post and the Wall Street Journal. So I follow those, I get notifications. As soon as I got that notification, when I tell you I logged off, I was like, I don't want to see anyone else talking about this. I read the article and I was like, okay, well, guess the only thing I'm looking at on social media is recipes on Instagram and Beyonce videos for the rest of the day.
Real. Like, I was watching, so I was grading papers and I was watching the coverage on CNN. I went to the bathroom. And when I came back, they had gotten into the building. And I was like, in 5 minutes' time, everything just flipped. Yeah. I'm like, 6 days into the year. So this is why we're trying to start the year off on a positive note over here at the Not So Private podcast. If y'all are paying attention, they on that BS. They on that bullshit early.
Girl. Early. Like, for real.
Like, come on.
Bro, I'm still thinking about 2020 and y'all on this bullshit already. Jeez.
We're trying to recover. 2021 came in right. 2021 said, I'm with the shits. I want to join the party. Like, come on. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
Round 2, guys. It's round 2.
Yeah, that's for real. It's round 2. Just be ready. Like, some of the wildest stuff has happened are we even surprised? Like, I really can't even be surprised that today even happened in the United States. I'm not surprised.
That's why, like, Jordan gives me news, and he's always like, "You always just so blah about everything." And I guess just nowadays, nothing surprised me. It's just like, oh, some white people rush the Capitol. Oh, okay.
This is probably like some old people shit, but you gotta look back to look forward. You gotta look back. Look at our history.
Yeah.
Look at where we're going. I don't care what nobody's saying. Come on now.
Yeah.
America's shit. Full shit. Anyway.
Well, that was a great conversation.
Anyway, you know, your girls over here at the Not So Private Podcast, we got y'all. We are going to bring more conversations. We're going to have more guests. We're going to have more stories, more foolery, more good times in 2021.
More martinis. For sure.
Without a doubt. Forgiven. More red wine, more martinis, more of whatever y'all want to hear as well. We're looking forward to hearing from you guys. More feedback, more comments, more shares, more all of that. More. All that good stuff. That's it for me. I have to go eat dinner.
I want to apologize right now in advance because it might be a little noisy from my side. They are still celebrating like it's December 31st, 11:58 up in this bitch. But thank you again, LDBs, for joining us once again for another Not So Private conversation and following us into the new year and all last year. We really do appreciate it. And we will talk to you guys again next week.
Yeah. Bye. Goodbye.
Thank you so much, long distance besties, for joining us again for another Not So Private conversation. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram at Jeanne V. Williams. That's at Jeanne, Jeanne V. Williams, and at Perfectly Mia. That's at Perfectly MIA. And if you have any topic suggestions or any questions, shoot us an email at notsoprivatepod@gmail.com.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We definitely appreciate it. Remember to leave a review on Spotify, Apple, and Google. You can also find us at Radio Public, Pocket Cast, Overcast, and Breaker. And you can find us on anchor.fm/NotSoPrivatePod. Now you can also hear us on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Not So Private Podcast channel. Now, with all of that being said, join us next time for another Not So Private conversation.